inclusion to me is a human rights issue. It is not just maybe a social question or a buzzword or a nice thing that we do for people. People are excluded, let's include them. For me, inclusion comes from the foundations of the universal consensus that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. And following on that is the fact that everyone should enjoy those rights and freedoms that the whole world has agreed to without any limitations, whether it's on the basis of race, sex, social orientation or sexual orientation, nationality, age, ethnicity, all those diversity markers as they are called. So building on that is the question then, if we have all these provisions, why are people not enjoying them? Not so much why are they excluded, but why are they not enjoying the rights and freedoms that everyone else should enjoy? So you then look at, for example, you look at issues that come from, for example, the institution or the service or the benefits people are supposed to enjoy. How is it structured? How is it situated to exclude people? And on the other hand, you then look at the people themselves. Are there any characters within them that excludes them? And I'll give you an example. A building with staircases would immediately give a picture, a blind picture that everyone can climb to the top of this building. But for people who cannot walk, you need to do something to also give them the opportunity to climb to the top of the building. That's putting it in simple terms. So in business, what excludes women from business? The way businesses are situated. For example, to have access to credit, you need a collateral. And most times collateral is land. And most times land are owned by men. And women have less. Like overall, the land ownership in the world is 70% men and 30% women. If you look at traditional or communal land, it is more owned by men because inheritance is patrilineal rather than towards the women. So these are some of the things, you know, a good example of how women are limited in business. If you do not have collateral, you cannot access credit. In the first place, again, men are also more maybe more employed more, paid more. There is a wider pay gap.
Yes, there's a gap.
You know, between men and women. For example, in the developed world, men earn 82% more than women. And across the world in general, women earn 77% of what men earn. So the resources are centered more with men, and they are able to use it to invest in starting businesses or just even invest in general in other funds and businesses that they have more opportunity to. Other limitations include, for example, education, access to knowledge, access to networks, with which one can either partner and start a business or even leverage to initiate, you know, something. So you find that most men, like globally, CEOs all over the world are only 26% women. The remaining 74% are men. You know, so these are the limitations. Now, why is it important for women to come into business? There is an old saying that when you educate a woman, you educate a nation, you know, or when you provide opportunities to women, you provide opportunities to society. One may argue, you know, this saying, but studies have found that when women have access to opportunities, they make better decisions not only for themselves, but for their children, and from their children to the community, and from there to society. So the importance of women in business rests not only in the individual woman, but in society as a whole. So I see inclusion of women as a matter of social interest, or a matter of national interest, rather than just for the individual or the person. At Sarit offers an inclusive experience. We cater to all ages, all cultures, all sizes, all genders, among other markers of diversity. Here in the store, you can see it's a small space. We are limited in what we have in store, but we also bespoke by appointment. You will get not only a pleasant experience shopping with us in the store, but we will guarantee whatever your needs are in terms of avant-garde Afropolitan African wear, they will be met by Vikkie or Atelier.